Hey, what is up, guys? And welcome back to another Magic Gathering Online League. Once again, with Eldrazi Ramp. And we are on the draw for Game 1 against MTGO Bazaar 8. I think this was more or less the same account that I played not too long ago. I think I asked the same question if this is just like a subscription account, basically. I don't think I ever got an answer to that. So if you're willing to let me know if you have the answer, put down in the comments. I'm genuinely curious. I feel like I've run into like number 8, number 10, stuff like that. But regardless, we are playing our most recent list with 3 Devour of Destiny and 3 Kozilek's Return. Again, really wasn't sold on cutting a Devourer of Destiny, but the data suggested that it would be worthwhile, and we got our 3 Kozilek's Return. They heard us speaking about them and wanted to make an appearance. That's this hand really doesn't do well. I'm gonna mulligan this. Okay. So we can go Stomping Grounds, Utopia Sprawl. The Emerald's tempting to keep, so we might want to dump the Bog. We'll dump the Bog, reveal the Devourer, and pass. And pass. Shivan Reef. Huh. What we got here then? Trigger. Trying to remember what deck runs Shivan Reef. Peculiar. Devour trigger on the stag. Opponent's thinking. I mean, we have another Utopia Sprawl. We have a land. There's Karn, of course. Let's grab Karn, because we go Utopia Sprawl, land, Rumble, land. The Utopia Sprawl probably won't get played, unless I guess we find another green source, in which case we could ramp. I think the Karn might be better here. So we'll go Stomping Grounds, shock. Utopia Sprawl on the Stomping Grounds for blue, and pass. Next turn we'll Rumble. See what you find there. Okay, so it's an Eldrazi deck. Oh, you know what this is? Freaking, Izzet. It is Izzet. I'm blanking. Through the Breach. There we go. So let's go Sanctum of Ugin. Green, blue. So we're going to go Talisman. Use the blue. Use the colorless. Malevolent Rumble. So that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's not enough. So I think going to Ugin's Lab is correct then. So yeah, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're short on 3. One, 2, 3, 4. Plantar, yes. Scry 2. To draw or not to draw? 'Tis the question. One top, one bottom. I'll have you draw a card. Ugin Lab. Tuck the Devourer. Play Karn the Great Creator. minus Karn. I mean, they're currently stuck on lands. We could get rid of Planetar. I also could just go Disruptor Flute and name what? I guess name Through the Breach. You have another card next turn. Alternatively, you can go Liquid Metal Coin and start sinkholing them. I mean, even if you draw cards, what does that matter? So long as you don't have lands. We'll grab Liquid Metal Coating and pass. No colors for you. And like I said, next time we have another Karn, so like I said, we can just start sinkholing. Opponent's thinking. Or I think MTGO was thinking. The lag isn't like all there, but it's definitely kind of in the shadows. I guess alternatively, next turn I can go for a Stonebrain. Stonebrain naming Through the Breach. Oh no, it's a good question. We have the island. As I said, I'll have you draw a card. I don't mind that. Opponent's thinking. I mean, if they have a, let's see, a Kozilek's command, that could be trouble. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're still short. They have 4, 5, 6 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. So another land would be nice because I guess then we could go Stonebrain, name Through the Breach, and then we can play the other Karn and then Sinkhole. That might be right. Or I guess we can Liquid Metal Coating targeting the Chivalry first. Either that Eldrazi Temple, and that should elicit them to... Yeah, okay, so I think I have my sequence in mind. Well, Liquid Metal Coating the Eldrazi Temple. That then forces them to tap and float the mana. We'll change phases. If they cast the Kozilek's command, then we can clear the board with EE and then Karn plus. I'll let you draw. As I said, you can't do much if you don't have lands. And opponent's going to concede. Alright, so this is Izzet Through the Breach. Win for game 1. Go to sideboard. I mean, they're going to bring counter spells. Do we care about that? Like, I'm trying to think. Leveler, Return's doing nothing, right? So, like, maybe bring in Stonebrain and then Leveler? Leveler can deal with certain threats. I think Leveler might be correct. Also, yeah, it can destroy Yggdrasil. It can destroy Titan if we're not dead on board and all of our lands are gone. It can just be a good threat. So I think maybe this. Also, good Ugin's Lab fodder. Imagine an opponent brings in some number of consigned to memory. The Karn will mess them up a little bit, as it does stop Yggdrasil. Obviously, it doesn't stop Through the Breach specifically, but can certainly delay. Alright. Trying to think what else we have to worry about. I don't think they bring in Sharma. On the draw for game 2. I can keep this. I shall... Ooh, they reveal Devour. Well, don't mind if I follow suit, friend. How do you exile? Always a good little bit of information gathering to see what they exile. Emrakul the Aeon's Torrent and an Ulamog and a Through the Breach. Okay, there's the early Talisman. I'd love to see a lab on top for an early Karn. Ask and you shall receive. So, Ugin's Lab. Tuck the Devourer. Talisman of Impulse. Pass. Oh. Uh-oh. Do you seriously have the turn 2? Oh, Jesus Christ, opponent. You gave me a heart attack. Yggdrasil. Yes. You're holding up that 1 mana, and that does scare me a bit. Because that could be a consign, and I don't like that. Breeding Pool. Shock. Utopia Sprawl. On red. Karn the Great Creator? Does Karn resolve? Or consign to memory? There's the consign. Alright, so good news is we can go World Breaker next turn. Oh, Jesus. Well, about that. Yeah, that's a Yggdrasil. Yggdrasil. So that's Annihilator 6, eh? Aren't sure it's an Annihilator 6. Well, we sacrifice our entire board and go down to 2. Oh, and that stays on board, doesn't it? That's a dumb card. Yeah, you got it. I can't do jack about that. It's freaking 15/15 Annihilator 6 on turn 3. Criminy. Alright, well. Soulless Jailer actually is not a bad shout here as well for Yggdrasil. I feel like we lost a similar way to Izzet Through the Breach not too long ago. Forget if I've uploaded that video or not. I did not, actually. Funny. It is not up yet. It's in the backlogs. Maybe use when I'm away going to RC Portland here in a few weeks. On the play for game 3. Well, I'll keep this. Keep. We will tuck the Breaker. Play the Stonebrain. And pass. And pass. I'll grab a blue source of the Catacombs so I can Null Drifter at some point. Activate Stone Brain, target you, naming Through the Breach. Let's see what we got in hand. 2 Consigns and a Yggdrasil. Well, that's frightening. Okay, well then. Let's go Eldrazi Temple? No, let's go Catacombs so we can go for the Breeding Pool and put it in play tapped. I guess they don't have a way to actually play the Consigns just yet, which is nice. Actually, with that in mind, I'll crack this. Grab the Breeding Pool, tapped. Draw, Temple, Karn the Great Creator. Minus Karn. Let's see, they might play Thought Knot next turn. But if they miss their land drop, their SOL, they have 7 cards in hand? Oh yeah, because they play the Mountain. I mean, Jailer's another lock piece. And a blocker. Huh. Let's grab the Liquid Metal Coating. If they don't find the land, then I think we just win, right? Do you got a land opponent for that Thought Knot? They do not. Alright, well, that is a clean win there, and we'll be back for match 2. Alright, we are back for match 2 on the draw for game 1. This hand looks good. I like it. Can actually do a lot with it. Turn 2 we can Null Drifter. Yeah, I like this a lot. Alright. Pass to you, opponent. Arid Mesa. Is this energy? Is this Ruby Storm? We shall find out. Vel. Malevolent Rumble. Let's go with Malevolent Rumble. Uggin's Lab. Devourer of Destiny. Pass. May have wanted to go Windswept Teeth, but there's also a chance that we draw into, let's say, a command, and we go Temple Command instead. Ooh, Xander's Lounge. Okay, so some form of 5C pile. What type of 5C pile? Okay, Zoo. It could still be Rhinos, though. Well, that temple's looking great, and that's exactly why we did this. We're gonna get rid of that Kavu and Ramp. No Stubborn Denial is available right now. Done. And pass. We'll hold out the ability to respond in case. I mean, I don't think there's anything that would really matter. Like Bolt or Leyline. I don't think they play any like Galvanic Discharge or Static Prison, so I don't think it'll matter. But you never know. Now, if it is Rhinos, they could Cascade this turn. Arena of Glory. Are you hasting? Sign of Draco hasted. Hasted? No. No haste. Okay. Windswept Teeth. Fetch with Windswept Teeth. I will You can grab the Greeting Pool just in case, I think, and shock that in. I think that makes sense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Shock. World Breaker. Get rid of the Sino-Draco. Scion down. Breaker resolves. I'll get hit by a Leyline Binding. What else is new? And pass. So we currently have 5 mana for Eldrazi, 4 otherwise. Probably got him in Malevolent Rumble next turn, I'd imagine. Maybe Null Drifter, but I think Rumble's better. Kavu, yes. Well, we can... Let's Rumble first. Rumble. Do you have a Stubborn Denial? You do not. Kozilek's Return in the grave. We already have the Null Drifter. We can grab the land. Yes. We can play the Talisman. Null Drifter. We'll draw first and then we'll sweep. That's great. And sweep the Kavu. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll go Uggin's Lab. Tuck the Null Drifter and pass. And pass. This way I have access to both the Devoured Destiny and the Null Drifter next turn with this Wooded Foothills. You could have played the Wooded Foothills regardless and grab the Commercial District, I suppose. Flage. Yeah, you got Flage. I might Tormod's Crypt you. Well. Cavern of Souls. Name Eldrazi. You don't have the ability to get Flage yet. And even if you went Fetch, Surveil, you wouldn't be able to. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We will bring back Devourer. Just out of habit. And get back the World Breakers, so now we have more pressure on board. Alright, pass back to you. What we thinking here, friend? Tribal Flames, yikes. Okay, so they will likely have enough next turn, but... Okay, this gets interesting. If I kicker, get rid of your Arena of Glory, you'll be down to 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can grab a land. I can grab a land. Okay, so we can do both. So we will do this. Get rid of that Arena of Glory. We'll grab... Actually, we could just grab Bojuka Bog. Probably should just grab Bojuka Bog. Yeah, we should have tapped that differently. We should have left a green source up from Malevolent Rumble. Well, let's bog you. Bog. Play the Wooded Foothills. And tack. I mean, do you have a Bolt and a Tribal Flames? That would suck. I swear to God if you do. Thank God. I guess you still could. And Xander's Lounge does tap for a red. And we got there. So this looks like the main zoo. Still could be rhinos, but 5C domain zoo. Yeah, so I could have been a bit more efficient there. I forgot about the Bojuka Bog, I'm not gonna lie. So I started looking at my lands and went, oh yeah, Bojuka Bog. That works too. So we could have rumbled and bogged, yeah. The return's good here. I actually like return a lot. Karn is a bit more subpar. And leveler in. And we'll run it back. Now they probably do have some number of Charmal, so we do want to play around that. If we have the ability to slow play them into Charmal, all the better. Otherwise, I imagine maybe some number of Consign. Consign to memory. Charmal. Not sure what else. Reason why I do like the leveler is just because of the leyline binding. It's just another way to get rid of that other than the World Breaker. Or a, I guess, World Breaker, Devourer, Leveler. Good ways to deal with their board. I will say this matchup is a reason why I would love to have a Sundering Titan in the side. That would just be very nice. On the draw for game 2. Like I want to like this hand, but it's so risky. We'd need to draw into a land for Null Drifter, and I can't risk that. Mulligan. I like this though. It's still speculative, don't get me wrong. I'll keep it. I'll drop the Emrakul. We'll reveal the Devourer and pass. We're really looking for an Eldrazi Temple or a Utopia Sprawl. Thoughtseize? Ragavan, not thrilled about that. Not thrilled about that at all. Well, there is the Temple. There's also Rumble, but I think we go for Temple. Ragavan. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to still be 1 off of the Charmal. So we'll play the Temple and pass. And pass. Ragavan, you are still a little bit of a messed up card. Not gonna lie. Now, do I think you're as messed up as like an Ocelot Pride? No, not in one drop speak, but you're still a messed up card. You hit a forest. Rude. I only got 2 more of those. That's number 3. What you got with this Arid Mesa? Guess you could Blood Moon here. That's actually something you could do. Nakatl. I don't think they actually play Blood Moon, to be fair though. Dismember. Ooh. Interesting. Interesting. No, we will tuck the Devourer. I will pass. A little bit afraid of a Stubborn Denial if I tried to X2 right now. A little bit afraid of Consigned to Memory. Wooded Foothills. I mean, we could Dismember Ragavan. See if they do anything with that. Let's go to attacks. Dismember the Ragvan the Monkey Man. Does this resolve? Okay, that resolves. Ragvan the Monkey Man down. And then we'll exile the Nacatl. Did I not tap the... Can't be 0. It is not 0. It is 1. Okay. I must have just been misreading that. Pass. Blue? Is this going to be a Stubborn Denial? Okay, so I think I was right about the Stubborn Denial. Yep. Maybe I should have done that in the opposite order. Play the return, the command first, then the Dismember? Maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, if they have it, they have it, right? So we'll go Temple. I will play Karn. Karn will take their attention off of my life total at the very least, unless they have a Leyline Binding, in which case then it's the same. I guess a Stubborn Denial will also counter it. Consign will also counter it. Tribal Flames? Can that target Planeswalkers? I don't think so. I think it's only creatures and players. The question is, what do I grab with Karn? Let me go a Haywire Might. That way if they Leyline Binding it... Well, they won't Leyline Bind at that point. Those Wild Nacatl? Taking up on that treasure I don't think is smart. So we will minus at the very least. Karn will die. Excuse me. And maybe just grab the Haywire Might. And pass. At least it can act as a blocker, gains some life. And also get rid of a Leyline Bind if needed. Like I said, at the very least we also soak up 3 damage with Karn. Opponents think, and if they have a Charmel, they would play it now, right? Get rid of the Ugin's Lab. Attack me or attack Karn? Attack. Ooh. Intriguing. You attack me and not Karn. Why? Does Karn make it back to my turn? Oh, that's wild. Intriguing. Ensnaring Bridge? Does Ensnaring Bridge resolve? I should fetch first. Or Forest. I mean, if you have a Tribal Flames and a Bolt, or 2 Tribal Flames, I just die at this point, right? Non-creature spell is important. Consign, though? That's rude. 'Tis rude. Do you have a binding? I feel like you would have used that on Karn already, though. Where? Fascinating. Okay, this is still okay. We'll take 3 down to 4. We're not dead yet. Keywords. Tribal Flames? Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunate. Okay. I mean, I guess I could have also just gone EE X1. Maybe that was the right move. I mean, it was still okay. It was still eat in a consign, right? Maybe play the might first. I don't know. That was a weird one. Well, it's a sideboard for game 2. Yeah, let me know down in the comments what you guys would have done. Maybe first try and play the might, and then attempt to grab EE. But no, then we wouldn't want to play the might first. And so they would, I guess, consign the EE. And then wear the might. I guess we'd still be alive if that was the case. Well, we're in it back. On to play for game 3. I will keep this hand. It's a little bit awkward since they're null drifters. But this does allow for a Karn turn 2, which is significant. Would love if this talisman was a talisman of curiosity, though, I will admit. Let's see what our opponent got. Again, I kind of have to question, like, what do we grab with Karn? Karn isn't the best in this matchup, I'd argue. Because a lot of my lock pieces can be easily dealt with like, Leyline Binding. Another Eldrazi Temple, eh? Well, let's attempt to resolve Karn. Does Karn resolve? Looks like a no. Either Stubborn Denial or Consign. I'd prefer to see it Consign. Shock? Shock. Consign. Not thrilled about that. Alright. Because now they could theoretically consign next turn. Sanders Lounge. I guess they can only consign the body or the trigger, though. Another Karn. Oh, we will cast Null Drifter, see if they have a consign to memory. Do you has a consign to memory? You do not. Command is great. Love to see that. Would have liked the forest, not gonna lie. Oh, they do have a consign. Fascinating. So they prefer to... I don't know. I think maybe giving me cards was bad there. They do have the chance to now cast a Charmal. Maybe that's why. Because that way I don't have a blocker. Get rid of the Null Drifter. Yeah, that makes sense. We can X3 with the Kozilek's command. Do we do that now? They likely have a binding in hand, right? If we command now, unless they have a force. Let's command now. I think I'm only going to go X2. Will this resolve? Well, there's that force I've been looking for. So now we can go blue. And red. Okay, well, we'll pass. And pass. Two, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, if you've drawn to an Emrakul, we'll be in a very good spot. But I also do believe they have a leyline binding, almost like 1000%. Yep, the same Charmal will hit me for 4. Do you cast a spell this turn? That is the question. Ragavan the Monkey Man, doing what Ragavan can. Sowing Mycospawn. Tempting. I will kick it. Actually, I kind of want to hold both of those. Kick Xander's Lounge. Do you have a consign to memory? You do not. Interesting. I mean, Shifting Woodlands would give me Null Drifter next turn, so we can block the Obsidian Charmaw. It's a thought. If we play Karn this turn, then what? I guess grab a Haywire Mite. Let's grab the Shifting Woodlands. Looks like Soyamike Spawn will resolve. This tells me they might not have the binding after all. I'm really tempted to just Kozilek's Return here. If we get rid of the Ragavan, we'd only take 4, but I think Karn would take attention off of my life total, which is significant. Does Karn resolve? Karn resolves. Minus Karn. And I'm going to grab a Haywire Mite. And pass. Like I said, a little bit of life gain, acts as a blocker, Karn will die, and we'll have the Shifting Woodland up next turn to block the Charmaw if we really need. Go to combat. And Charmaw at me. Once again, our opponent doesn't seem worried about Karn. Fascinating and discomforting. So we'll be down to 7. No, wait, down to 11? Okay, down to 11. For some reason, I think I looked away and we were already at, I saw I was at 11 and combat hadn't finished, but down to 11. Well, I mean, if Karn survives, I'm just going to grab a bridge. Hold up the Haywire, I might hold up the return if needed. Because we really need to just deal with this Charma in some way, shape, or form. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. Oh, okay, Travel Flames can target Planeswalkers. Good to know. I was not sure, but we did find out. We will play Talisman of Curiosity. I'll pass to my opponent. I don't think we can really pressure the board right now, so we'll just pass. Well, I have to know that we can grab the Null Drifter and block the Charmaw. I'd be surprised if they didn't. I just want to read Travel Flames. Any target, okay. For some reason I thought it was either player or creature, but looks like it does specifically state any target. Arid Mesa. Are we going to go to combat? We go to combat. We attack on the Charmaw? We are. Shifting Woodland on Null Drifter. 2. I'll absolutely give up the Shifting Woodland for this. Do you have a way to kill it? Maybe a Tribal Flames? Crack the Arid Mesa. 4. Blood Crypt. I imagine tapped, I'd be trying to figure out why they wouldn't otherwise. Tapped, okay. Leyline Binding. ETB. Target Binding. Yep. Go to blockers. And block. Okay, this puts us in a much better position. Kavu, yes, this is fine. Kozilek's return will be very helpful here. Wooded Foothills. I'll pass. No attacks. And let's see what we got. I guess the one thing that would absolutely blank us would be a Stubborn Denial. To combat, yes. Just the Kavu. Okay. Yeah, exiling a card makes sense. To blocks. I'll block. 2 damage. Another Kavu. That's a little bit unfortunate. Oh, I will cast a Kozilek's Return. Does this resolve? Or do you have a Stubborn Denial? That resolves. End step. Fetch with the Wooded Foothill for a commercial district. Another return. As much as I would like that, you could grave. Oof. Well, we'll pass. That is more than mildly unfortunate. Do you have a hasty threat? What kills me right now? A hasted Kavu? Uh-oh. Oh, no! Yeah, you got it. You got it, friend. I'll take the returns in case somehow I survive. I mean, if only that would have been good. But we are not so lucky. And you should never look. You should never look. It's going to be the card you need every time. Well, unfortunate, but not the end of the world. With that said, we'll be back for match 3. Alright, we're back for match 3 on the draw for game 1. Yeah, we'll keep this hand. Probably go blue. No, well, maybe we go red instead. And we can hold up the Kozilek's Return. I'll keep. Pass. Let's see what you got, opponent. Ooh, might be a mirror match. Well, it is a mirror match. Forest. Utopia Sprawl. That means this return's kinda dead. Blue. Pass. They right now have the advantage resource-wise, and that does scare me. Fetch with the Rainforest. Gonna be grabbing a Forest. Utopia Sprawl. Probably could have, unless they don't have a play, they could have Talisman of Impulse on that. Or cast Utopia Sprawl by paying with Talisman of Impulse. Temple. Talisman. Pass, so I have 5 mana. I need a soul land, I think. Oh, they're gonna go Kozilek's Command X1, which tells me they have a Sowing Mycospawn in hand. Or a World Breaker. Either or. Yeah, I think they win this resource war. We are just a little bit slower. Actually, by a little bit, I mean a lot of it. We would either eat a Soul Land or a Sowing Mycospawn next turn for it to really matter. 0 top, 1 bottom. Do you already have the payoff in hand? Stomping Grounds. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. World Breaker. Utopia Sprawl or Temple? Temple. Okay. Well, it sets us back to 3. Blue. Yes. Let's evoke. Okay, there's a Sowing Mycospawn. Commercial district. Is this too slow? It depends on what they have in hand, right? I'll keep it. Like, yeah, like a soul land instead, but what are the chances? Otherwise, we're gonna put in yard. We're gonna put in yard, and I'm gonna hope that I can high roll into a soul land. I think if I don't, and I give them 2 turns, I think I just lose. So I think I need to play to my outs. Bajuka Bog, yep, that's fine. Not too pressed about that right now. And there we go, play to your outs. We will get rid of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we'll get rid of the forest. Excuse me. Excuse me again. Jesus, what's going on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so we'll grab. What you doing? Oh, Kozilek's command. It's gonna be a beefy one too. Command X4, which means they'll be able to cast the World Breaker, which means they can either get rid of the forest or the temple. Well, let's grab the Uggin's Lab. Yeah, we'll grab the Uggin's Lab. We'll tuck the Emrakul. 1, 2, 3, 7. Yep, they have it. So will you return Uggin's Lab to hand? They also did put 1 card on top. Yeah, I'll block this. No reason for me not to. Help fill my yard. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'll have 7 next turn regardless for a World Breaker of our own. Question is, what are you casting here? As an Emrakul, we're in trouble. 1, 2, Mycospawn. That's fine. Not the end of the world. So what are you exiling? I will return the stand. I think that's a mistake. So we'll World Breaker the Uggin's Lab. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. Verdant Catacombs. Crack Verdant Catacombs. I will grab a forest. Utopia Sprawl on the forest. Commercial district. And let's say blue again, just in case. World Breaker. Get rid of Uggin's Lab and World Breaker. And pass. So now we can block World Breaker. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Karn. Hey! It's my list! I mean, at the very least, I've influenced the meta. I think the deck has gone beyond me at this point, and people are continuing to adapt. But it is really cool knowing that we're the one that started it all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hmm. Hmm. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can go Null Drifter. Huh. Yeah, I think we have to go Null Drifter. Get some more action on board. Sanctum of Ugin. That is promising. No reason to attack. Imagine they'll get rid of the Emrakul. What? Why would you... I am confusion. Thought-Knot's here? Guess take the Kozilek's return? One... I mean, we have 7. Shifting Woodland. A little bit confused here. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, if I attack with the Null Drifter and the Breaker, it's not going to be great, right? They'll have to sacrifice one thing. They'll block the Null Drifter. I won't even put a type in the yard. I guess they'll annihilate. We'll get an Annihilator trigger. They can sack a spawn. Yeah, it's kind of awkward. Like, we need to get rid of Karn. That's a matter of fact here. Do we attack? I mean, what's the best case scenario? They block? Oh no, they block. They sack. Doesn't do enough. Simply put. Okay. I should have played the Talisman. There's no reason for me not to. Yeah, a bit of an awkward standstill. Lab. Okay. Rude, but okay. This will get us Shifting Woodland. Yes. No, we're 1 off still. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, no reason to bring back Emrakul just yet. Oh, more Utopia Sprawl. Shifting Woodland. Put it on itself. For blue. Play the Talisman and pass. I mean, I think the best case scenario here might just be another Karn, so we can stem the bleeding. Yes. Yep. Wooded Foothills. Well, Wooded Foothills. Pass. I imagine I'll go for the commercial district next. Yes. Yep. Go to end step. What did they have in their hand? Like, they have to have some things that are playables, right? Breeding pool. Tapped. There we go. Though it might be just a tad too late is the problem. Because I now can't cast Disruptor Flute on the same turn. So we can block the Breaker, we can block the Thought Knot. 3 comes through is the problem. Right? If we just pass it back to Karn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We will take up Karn on Talisman and pass. This way we're guaranteed another turn of Karn. Can't do anything, so we'll just pass. And next turn we might go ahead and grab a Disruptor Flute. Minus Karn. 4. Wormcall Engine. Yeah, that is a 6, but you only have 5. So unless you have a land, you will not be able to cast. A land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like I said, Disruptor Flute would... Actually, how many breakers have we seen? 2. Now, I will note this. If this is my old list, they'll have 2 more breakers. If it is my current list, or a modified version, those will be their only 2. Okay, pass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, that's a Wormcall Engine. Karn minus 4. Disruptor Flute. Okay. So they're likely to name Karn at this point. Because I think they recognize if I can untap with Karn, I can get rid of their last World Breaker. Okay, I thought that's fine. Yep. Another Karn. Why would you give me the ability to do this? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess you could... Well, no, I can't Stone Brain, that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Jailer doesn't do much. EE doesn't do much. Comrade Script's doing nothing. Can we just grab the Leveler? We might just want to grab the Leveler. Alternatively, I can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We could 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Grab Disruptor Flute and name something like World Breaker. Let's do that. World Breaker. Will cost 3 more. Make it at least a bit harder to manage. And pass. Pass. Talisman of Impulse is doing nothing. What do they have in their hand? I'm still actually really confused by this. They have the Worm Coil and the Disruptive Flute, so we know 2 out of the 6. Okay, Disruptive Flute naming what? Naming Karn? Emrakul? Sure. I kind of see where you're going with that, but I also don't. Okay. Well, we will Malevolent Rumble. One, two, three, 4. Mycospawn. Yes. Cast Mycospawn. We'll go with Eldrazi Temple. Take up with Karn on the Talisman because why not? And pass. I can't do anything here, so we'll just pass. There's the Wormcoil engine. Minus Karn. Yes. Grab Cityscape Leveler. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Get rid of Karn. Trigger the Sanctum, yes. I'll grab a 6 card types in Yard. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Need 16 though. Let's grab Sowing Mycospawn. And pass. So Karn down. And I can do a few things here. 5, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Kozilek's command. Well, let's kicker and get rid of Eldrazi Temple. Go for Bajuka Bog. Bajuka Bog, target you. Karn tick up on the Power Stone and pass. Shifting Woodlands, not doing much now. I had something in mind, but I'm not sure what. Eldrazi Temple. Oh, I will take up with Karn. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So we can cast Emrakul. Actually, so, okay. I have an idea for next turn. I'll pass. Utopia Sprawl resolves. Yep. Thought Not Serial ETB. In response. X12. We basically look through our entire deck. The command goes top. Actually, the rumble goes top. Command. Bottom. 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 Top. Top. We'll take the Karn. Okay. And end step. Windswept Teeth. Minus Karn. Yes. Grab Haywire Might. Play Haywire Might. Cast 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then one more? One more. Emrakul the Promised End. I will Haywire Might the Ensnaring Bridge at this point. Attack with Cityscape Leveler and Null Drifter. Leveler, we'll take out the Breaker. Null Drifter. Oh, I should have done the other way around. Does it matter? No. I think I would have had to do it anyways. 2 attacks, 2 blocks. Do you block the Wormcoil Engine? Yeah, that's fine. We can unearth it. Yep, Death Touch, whatnot. And then to my turn. World Breaker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, we can go to combat. I guess first let's Ancient Stirrings. Ancient Stirrings. I'll fail to find any order. Go to combat. Attack. Attack. And that's it to blocks, block, and, oh, no, and block. Thought Knot will draw me into cards. Target me. Target me. Okay. And we can do one last thing. Oh, I messed up. Yeah, I was going to sacrifice the spawns, but oh well. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Loveland Rumble. Hi, Meep. What you doing down there? Pulling at my legs. Oh. I got slightly distracted by a cat. Well, I think we just have lethal in the air, right? Not to mention also a... whatchamacallit? A walking ballista on the side. And we got there. Was that just the game one? Criminy. That was just game one. So this is... look like Gruul Eldrazi ramp. Do need to win a little bit faster than that for next game, though. Hi, I feel you pawing at me. I'll get you food soon, I promise. He's like, but I want it now. On the draw for game 2. This hand's slow. Yeah, so this is actually definitely my list. Because it's playing Thought Knot still. I'm caught in my pants. I will mulligan. I definitely need her to stop distracting me though. I'll keep. I will pitch. Done. Reveal. Pass. Trigger. Stomping Grounds Karn. We'll go for the Stomping Grounds. Windswept Teeth. Pass. And then pause on end step. Commercial District. You and I have something in mind. Or same thing in mind, rather. Ghost Quarters, you say? Well, that's rude. Rumble. Yes, that will resolve. Well, now I'm not wanting to play this temple. Meep. Hi, yes, I have 7 minutes on the clock. I need you not to distract me right now. I'll get you food soon, I promise. When the 13-year-old wants food, she wants food now. Fetch. Yes, I know you're down there. Top. Draw. And we will rumble. Yeesh. Talisman of Curiosity? Question mark. And pass. Pass. Hi. Yes, hello. No, not right now. We'll get food soon. She just keeps on pawing at my leg, and then gets her claws snagged on it every time. Sprawl. Yes, that resolves. For green. So they're going to try and shifting woodland the Emrakul, I imagine. I want you to Ghost Quarter me. I did that specifically as bait. One, two, three, four. Well, let's go Stomping Grounds. Actually, I'm going to go Sowing Mycospawn instead, and the Bajuka Bog. The reason being, otherwise, we are going to be down lands. Bajuka Bog. Target you. Pass. The reason why I don't want to play this Talisman right now as well is because I'm afraid of a Karn. 2, 3 for Kozilek's command. X1. Hi down there. Yes. One, two, three, four, five, six. If we draw into a land 7, we could reduce lands by our resources by Utopia Sprawl, I suppose. Though I imagine they're going to Ghost Quarters me at some point soon. I'd be shocked if they didn't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess they could Mycospawn instead. Maybe not. Now they can World Breaker. That's what they have. And they'll head the Temple. No, so I Mycospawn and then holding out the Ghost Quarters as well. Yeah, that'll do it. And then I guess Ghost Quarters anything? Nothing. Breeding Pool. Play Breeding Pool. Play... Yeah, this is interesting. Play Karn, the Great Creator. We will reduce resources where possible. Minus Karn. Yes. And we'll go for the local metal coating. Let's see what you got, friend. I will not attack. The only problem is right now we are so behind on time that it might be worth that 5 minutes to concede, honestly. Because if this becomes long and drawn out, we're going to be in trouble. Yep, we'll block. What's your plan? I mean, if you play a big beater, I think I just concede. World Breaker, trigger Sanctum. Really don't have much going for me here, so we'll concede on time alone. I don't like doing that unless I see lethal, but due to time, I think it is best that we do. Alright, Meep. One last game, and then you get foods. Yeah, she's stamping her feet now. She does this thing where she sits, but then she'll lift one foot and basically stamp it, go to the other one and stamp it. She's expressing her displeasure of not having food being placed directly in her mouth like a Greek god. No, since she is almost 17, she honestly gets the best treatment possible, so. Yes, I know. Are you gonna start biting my ankles, you little ankle biter? Is that what you're thinking right now? It's like pawing didn't work, staring at you didn't work. I'm gonna start biting your ankles. Yeah, is that true? Yes, you're very cute. I'll squint at you back. Yes, I love you too. On the play for game 3, I will keep this. Reveal Devourer, trigger. I'll grab Karn, Hugin's Lab, Imprint, Talisman, pass. Karn on 2 should close this out. Sprawl, yep. Windswept Teeth, fetch. For a forest. Utopia Sprawl on the forest. Pay with the talisman. On blue. Karn. Minus Karn. Yes. For liquid metal coating. And pass. Hi, yes, I see you. And pass. I know, not right now though. Not right now. Thought Not Seer grabs coating. Wooded Foothills. We'll cast Rumble. Grab Sowing Mycospawn. Fetch with Wooded Foothills. For a forest. Cast Sowing Mycospawn. Not kicked. Grab a Shifting Woodland. Minus Karn. Yes. Grab back the liquid metal coating. Play the liquid metal coating. Pass to your upkeep. Target. Pass. Block. Play Malevolent Rumble. Talisman or Utopia Sprawl? Chooses Utopia Sprawl. Forest. Plays the Utopia Sprawl. Yep. Local metal coating. Target. Cast. Pass. Shifting Woodland. Attack. Block. Trigger. Karn grabs what? Karn grabs nothing. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Karn. Shifting Woodland. Target. Emrakul. Oh, duh. Go to combat. That's fine. Attack Karn. Local metal coating, target. Tick up with Karn. Play Cavern of Souls on Eldrazi. Talisman of Curiosity. Pass. And pass. So in Microspawn gets Bajuka Bog. Yep. Local metal coating, target, Karn plus. Cast 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Draw 2. Commercial district, trigger, top, and pass, and pass. Local metal coating, target, tick up. Play Sanctum of Ugin. Cast Null Drifter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Triggers. Yes, yes. World Breaker. Draw. Go to combat. Attack and pass. And pass. Rumble. And we got there. Whew, jeezums. That was a close one, to say the least. But we got there. That said, we'll be back for match 4. Alright, we are back for match 4 on the play for game 1. I will keep Kahira. We will go Forest, Utopia Sprawl on green, Rude, as hell. Let's see, Eldrazi Temple, Malevolent Rumble, Rumble Resolve, seriously? Hollowed Fountain, Shock, Spell Snare, pass, Rude, another Rumble, Windswept Teeth, crack, for a Forest, Utopia Sprawl, for blue, Rumble, Commercial District, and pass. No creatures in the graveyard, unfortunately, for the Shifting Woodland. Oof. Commercial districts. Top. Pass. Pass. So, Bant Control again? It's looking like. Solitude and Grave. Pass. Shock. Rat the Skies? Yeah. Karn the Great Creator? Force? Subtlety. Yeah. Top. Shifting Woodland. Pass. Pass. Cohere to hand. Karn. Minus Karn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7. Maybe force them to deal with Ensnaring Bridge. Wooded Foothills. Pass. Misty Rainforest. Well, Meticulous Archive. There we go. I was going to say Mysterious Archive. Close, but no. Imagine play Cohere. Yep. Wooded Foothills fetch. For a blue source. Breeding Pool. Tapped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, do you have a consigned memory main? What's going on here? Modo. Cohere down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, minus Karn. Cityscape Leveler. Pass. My opponent's not liking what I'm doing. Alright, so Bant Control, win for game 1. And Leveler in. And I think I talked about this in another video, but most of their creatures are X2 or X3. So return does kind of feel good. Stone Brain feels okay. Like, yeah, it gets rid of their threats, but, or some threats, right? They have Solitude and Subtlety Cohere. And I think that's it. So it's tempting to go Brain. It is tempting to go Brain. But I think we just run it back like this. On the draw for game 2. Opponent's thinking. I mean, if you want me to go first, I'll be okay with that. I'd be a-okay with that. I will keep this. Reveal Devourer and pass. Trigger. So no. 1, 2, 3. I'll grab. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Yeah, we'll grab the breaker. Tuck the Devourer. Play the Talisman unless you have a force. Could always Null Drifter as well. That's a thought, actually. Okay, don't need to worry about that ending. Well, rude. Sanctum of Ugin. We will... Verdant Catacombs, crack. I'll grab a Breeding Pool. Oh, you son of a... So, I can explain. It's a bad habit. I've done this almost a few times, but this is the first time I've actually done it in a hot minute. It's because of Karn. They always ask me, do you want to do this thing? I'm like, yeah, I want to do this thing. Why wouldn't I want to do this thing? But always asks, do you want to? And I'm like, yeah, of course. And so I press yes. For some reason in my mind, I'm like, oh yeah, that's the same thing for fetches, right? No! No, it is not. God dang it. Yeah. That's so unfortunate. Oh, also, I don't see Kahira anymore. That's interesting. Yeah. He would have been able to draw 2 cards at least. Gone a bit deeper. Like, we can still recover. I'm not conceding because of that exact reason. Like, it's just frustrating that just happened. Teferi tick up, doing Teferi things. Well, I'm doubtful that this is resolving, but I'll try it. I'll take it. I can't play anything else. I'm gonna Prismatic Ending it. Instant speed. Flash in a Solitude. No, gonna draw some cards. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Just fine. Rude. Can't even let me have that after I accidentally fail to find. Oh, my word. So I think... Oh, I guess Harbinger. I mean, having both Damp Sphere and Harbinger, I don't know. That seems weird to me. We'll evoke. Yeah, I can sign the memory. And pass. Pass. We're going to take the Harbinger beats. Talisman. Does resolve? It does. Malevolent Rumble. Does this resolve? It does not. A force? That's just rude. Okay. Pass. Yeah, bounce a Talisman. 'Tis fine. Alright, another rumble. Mystical Dispute. Yeah, that resolves. No, no. Mystical Dispute's interesting. I'm not sure I agree with that. But maybe they're just trying to saturate the amount of counterspells they have. I guess that'd be my thought. Fairy Take up. Keep the Harbinger beats going. Pass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess I should have brought back the World Breaker. I think I'm just passing mindlessly at that point. They're like, oh yes, Harbinger. I'm like, oh, well, rip. Oh, you have the Narset Reach Sanitarium lock. Okay. Do you have Days Undoing as well? Rumble? Rumble Stiltskin? Holy hell, we got it. Huh. I didn't expect to get this far. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I mean, we could next turn. Is it going to get freaking exiled? Absolutely. Absolutely getting exiled next turn. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, so we'll have 13. Yep. I will take the 2 down to 7. I mean, we haven't seen a consigned memory this entire time. They have to have it, right? Alright, let's go for it. Pass. Consigned to memory? So no way you don't have it. I was about to say. Okay, well. If I can get rid of this Harbinger, I might be able to shifting Woodlands out of this. Imagine, actually, yeah, that's a real thing that could happen. I need a Talisman of Impulse, that's it. Talisman of Impulse might save me, genuinely. Yep. So down to 2. I'd be down to 1 with a Talisman of Impulse. Hold the phone. We might be able to make this work. Hold up. Hold the phone. Rude. Yeah. Come on, Talisman of Impulse. That does work. Resolve? Can we make this work? Oh, I don't think we can, not this turn. So we can do this, though. Kozilek's return? 1, 2, 3. No shot this resolves. So close. Yeah, you got it. Alright, well, we definitely made some misplays this game. That is for sure, without a doubt, in my mind. Seeing the Harbinger, I will bring in 2 Dismember. And cut 2 Karn. Made some misplays. Me sitting here going, why didn't they bring in Kahira? They don't have Charmaw, so what could they have? Like, they're 3-color control deck. Why am I expecting them to freaking bring in Harbinger? On the play for game 3. I'll keep fetch for green, sprawl, does this resolve for red, pass, pass. Fetch for white shock, you then exile Utopia Sprawl with Prismatic Ending. Yup. Rude is what that is. Pass. Pass. Wooded Foothills. Fetch. Breeding Pool. Shock. 1, 2, 3. So let's first attempt to resolve Talisman. That resolves. Null Drifter. You have a consign to memory? You do not, and that is a dismember as well. And a shifting woodlands. Actually, this is really nice with that null drifter there. I just need to fill the yard a bit. Tune the narrative, yes. We'll hold up dismember for the harbinger. And take this archive. So we'll probably hold up a counterspell. Another temple. Well, let's attempt to resolve Karn. Counterspell. Yes. Shifting woodland and pass. Need one more type in yard for the null drifter. To fairy, yes, that will resolve. That is rude as hell. Well, this will be another type if they counter it. If you have a consigned, you counter the body or the trigger. Neither. Oh, you can sign the body. Oh, we already have a creature. I need this dismember into the grave. That's what I need. Okay. Oh, I will Talisman. Spell Snare. Stomping Ground shocked. Shifting Woodlands on Null Drifter. To combat, Annihilator 1. Perfect. We got a threat on board and we're getting rid of their permanents. Drop the return. Harbinger, yes. Attempt to dismember you. Force? And we got there. Good stuff. All right. Well, with that said, we'll be back for match 5. All right, and we are back for match 5 on the draw for game 1. This is a speculative keep. We'll reveal Devourer. We're looking ideally for a forest or forest equivalent. This is Tron versus Ramp. Well, there's the forest. Utopia Sprawl on blue. Return is going to do very little in this matchup. Oh, maybe we should have gone on double green, actually. I did miss that. Well. Ooh, interesting. Well, we will go... I guess another temple. We could go talisman, but I feel like that might be a bit dangerous. So I'll go with another temple. Like I said, I should have gone double green, because that would have allowed me to play either another Rumble or the Utopia Sprawl here. We'll hold up the ability to respond. Actually, no, there's no reason to. You got Tron. What you playing? Cyrus 7 Deaths is actually a-okay. Return doesn't do much for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, let's Rumble. Grab Breaker. Eldrazi Temple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll have the Breaker next turn. Oh, I will grab Karn. I will minus Karn. Yes. And we will grab an Ensnaring Bridge. And pass. And pass. Dealing with this Sire is going to be a bit difficult, but like I said, we at least take 7 damage away from our life total and towards Karn. Mind Stone, yep. Mind Stone, yep. Tremble, yep. 7. Kozilek's Command, X4. Chalice on 3. Okay, stop bridge. Yes, that is fine. Unfortunately, the return won't do much right now, but I do have an idea for later. Didn't reveal any other Tron lands, so I'll get rid of the mine. No. And pass. And pass. And I'll take the 7. Cavernous Souls, yep. 7 for Devourer, or another Sire. Devourer. Yes. Vel. X4. Sanctum of Ugin could be good here. Well, let's go another Karn. Bottom. Bottom. I guess we'll also bottom this. I said I have an idea. I mean, we could Karn tick up on Chalice. Yeah, let's do that. Once again, we'll bring attention to Karn, which is what we want. Tick up on Chalice of the Void. And Sprawl on red. Pass. And pass. They have to go after Karn here. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that fact. I'm thinking about being able to double return and clear board. Why just attack with that? You should attack with both Karn. Oh, that's right, as Menace. Right. Yep. Five, six, seven. Another Sire or Devourer. Devourer is unfortunate. Can I survive next turn? That's 13. Well, let's do this first. We'll generate mana by doing this. 5. Kozilek's Command. Bottom. 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 Top. Top. Play. And 1, 2, 3. Okay, so unless they can deal with bridge, they cannot attack. Ugin's Lab. Nothing. So we can clear the board. Okay, so I have some ideas of how we can make this work. So I could probably do it right now, in fact. So we'll go red. Another return. And then we are going to cast Null Drifter. So 5 should take care of everything. We'll go return, return, Null Drifter, draw. Yes for the first. That'll clear the board. No for the second. Null Drifter will resolve. And we can get rid of our own ensnaring bridge next turn if we want. Especially if they don't have anything going for them. We'll sack a Mind Stone, draw a card. And pass. The fact they didn't do another one is a bit concerning, won't lie. Sack another Mind Stone, draw a card. 5, 4. For Thought Knot. Yep, Thought Knot will resolve. You'll take the World Breaker. That would only make the most sense. Ugin's Lab. No imprint. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Karn the Great Creator. Well, we can do a couple things then. Commercial District. Malevolent Rumble on top. So if I went 1, 2, 3, sack, we wouldn't have enough. So in that case, we'll just go ahead and cast Karn, minus Karn. And we can win just by robbing you of value. So Liquid Metal Coating, Coating, and on upkeep, Temple, pass. At this point, we just sinkhole you each turn. So, get rid of the power plant. Take up. We will rumble. Grab a Sowing Mycospawn. Cast a kicked Sowing Mycospawn. Kick the Temple. And grab Sanctum of Ugin. Pass. On their end step, we'll return Devourer to hand. Another Thought Knot, or a... Colorless Command X2. Yeah, it's fine. I really should have gotten rid of this World Breaker. Get rid of the forest. Let's see. 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 minus 4 is 7. So we can kick with the Mycospawn, but opponent will concede. So this looks like colorless Eldrazi Tron. Win for game 1. We'll bring in Stonebrain, Leveler, cut the Emrakul. Return, funny enough, actually did really well there. I don't think that's going to happen often, though. Maybe we just keep the Emrakul, then. Yeah, that might be correct. Bringing the Stonebrain, bringing the Leveler. On the draw for game 2. Yeah, we can keep this. Devourer. What do you exile, friend? Okay, so an Urza's Mind is in there. I'm going to prioritize the Eldrazi Temple instead. Utopia Sprawl on blue. Pass. Pass. Okay, well, let's Malevolent Rumble. Need a land. The Temple is good. Temple. The Talisman's actually a little bit dangerous, so I am going to not cast the Talisman, just because there's a chance of a Karn. Looks like a Thought Knot? No. Yeah. I'm gonna guess grab the Sowing Mycospawn to avoid it being kicked. That would be my guess, at least. Takes the Stone Brain, that's surprising. Dismember, that's fine. I will cast Sowing Mycospawn. I'll grab an Ugin's Lab. I'll imprint Devourer of Destiny. And play the Talisman of Curiosity pass. Three unknowns in hand. Next turn we can play the Null Drifter as long as they don't play a Karn. Otherwise we have a Malevolent Rumble. I'll take the 4, down to 16. I guess maybe blocking with the Sowing Mycospawn would fill the graveyard. I don't think we'll have much of a problem with that. Gonna name Karn the Great Creator. I mean, there's a lot of threats in my deck that you need to be worried about between the Null Drifters, an Annihilator, and I guess you know about the Null Drifters, so I guess taking those would be an option. Okay, so you will take the Null Drifters. That's fine. I think there are worse things in my deck that you should probably be worried about. Let's Malevolent Rumble. Like the Emrakul, for example. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, I will take the Emrakul. And 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Another Malevolent Rumble. Let's grab a Sowing Mycospawn or an Ugin's Lab. We'll grab Ugin's Lab. This way I can tuck the Emrakul. And we will do this. I definitely could have been a little bit more mana efficient, I will note. Alright. Well, we'll attack in. Pass. And pass. Two, three, four. Thought Knot. Yeah, you can take the Sprawl. That's why we took the Emrakul. And I think that's a GG's. Good stuff. Alright, well, solid win there against Colorless Eldrazi Tron. And that will end us with a 4-1 record, only losing to 5C Domain Zoo. So, overall, not bad. Pretty happy with those results. The list is feeling better and better. I feel like every time I play it, still playing a little bit inefficiently, I will admit. Overall, having a good time. With that being said, if you guys did enjoy today's video, please do consider hitting that like button. If you haven't already, comment down below if you did notice any mistakes that I made, any lines that I missed, or just general feedback. It is always appreciated, always welcome. because as much as I hope that you guys learn from me in both my successes and my failures, I hope to learn from you all as well. And finally, if you aren't already, please do consider hitting that subscribe button and becoming a subscriber. We're getting closer and closer to our goal of 500 subscribers, because when we do reach that goal, we'll be able to monetize this channel and its videos, allowing me to save up towards a streaming PC so I can stream live on Twitch for your enjoyment. And last but not least, if you didn't know, I do now have a Patreon where I do have a primer currently being made. It's currently drafted, so I'm still working on it, trying to work on it daily. But for $5 a month, you do get a live link to that, so you're able to see as I'm updating in real time. For $7, you get to actually watch these videos, not necessarily daily, probably close to, I don't know, 16 hours-ish early. Depends on when it gets recorded. But either way, some really awesome content, and it's an easy way to support me as well. So do keep that in mind. But with that being said, folks, thank you all for joining me today, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye!